You asked for it. Here it is. It's a podcast from Apathetic Enthusiasm.
In this episode, Brandon is all business, and I am also here. It's Apathetic Enthusiasm. We're like,
Hello, everybody.
We have odd couple vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, people can't see my pants. I mean, if they're audio listeners, they can't see me at all. But I have like loungewear pajama pants on, and Brandon is in like a suit jacket. He's got a belt on, ladies and gentlemen. He's wearing a belt. Oh, he looks like he showered today. Hey, everybody, I'm Travis.
Hey, I'm Brandon, and we've been doing this podcast a long time.
Over a decade.
Over
Some
a
would
decade.
say
And
over 10 years.
And after our last episode, I realized that, we had some fun. We had some fun times.
We had some
It's time to get
laughs.
It's time to get professional up in here. And so I figured in order to start being professional, I would use the jacket that I rarely use to discuss very important topics with you about finance, about second mortgages, and about the interest rates that are affecting our country, that the Fed is at a standstill for being able to help the economy due to various policies that affect our economy currently. So
So I just want to be clear. So last week's episode, you talked about touring a punk rock museum, and this week we're talking finance.
Right.
Okay, got it.
So
I think we just lost any remaining listeners that we had on this podcast. I don't know. Maybe people want to know about finance. I could probably use some tips. But yeah, welcome everybody to Apathetic Enthusiasm. Yes, if you want to see a very sharp and well put together version of Brandon, head over to YouTube, youtube.com/apatheticenthusiasm, where you can see him looking very professional and me looking like I haven't shaved in a week, which is accurate. You can also follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/apatheticenthusiasm show. You can send us emails, apatheticenthusiasmshow@gmail.com, or go to Instagram, apathetic_enthusiasm. We also have a website, apatheticenthusiasm.com. Finally, patrons over at patreon.com/apatheticenthusiasm. Thank you for your continued support of all of our podcasting endeavors. All right. So how are you feeling about the projected stock market future? Nah, we're not going to talk about this. Like, that's not really
the futures. You know what I really would like to talk about is refinancing cars. What a lot of people don't realize is depreciation values directly impact the refinance rates. I don't know if did you know that, Travis?
No, because I do my best not to finance cars. Is that weird? Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. Come at me. Well, I'm the one who's dressed nice, but you're the money master here.
No, I aggressively pay down car loans if I have them, because I very much like owning a car and not having to pay for it anymore. Yeah. And
to be clear, I do not refinance car loans.
I don't know that I've ever heard of someone refinancing their car loan, but I mean, interest rates are interest rates. I mean, I guess you could.
I'd like to refinance my car for a 30-year loan.
I'm gonna pay $7 a month for the next 30 years. No, it'd probably be like 20. I don't know. I don't know what that interest rate inflates to, but I mean, hey, it's not gonna hold its value. That's for sure. All right.
Anyway,
what's going on?
What's up, man? Yeah.
Dude, all right. Like, real talk. We recorded when did we record? We recorded on Monday of last week.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a week off. It was a weird week. I think I talked about the fact that my kid was in the hospital, and so that kind of affected our recording schedule. She's doing great. She's home now. Excited potentially about taking a trip next week for her Make-A-Wish trip. So this is going to go to New York City and see the sights and go see a show on Broadway and all sorts of fun stuff. But we recorded Monday, and then I got ready to go to work the next day on Tuesday. I go to work, and I was like, hey, guys, I'm going to work on Tuesday. I'm going to work on Thursday. Might like work some adjusted schedule. Like I'll bring my laptop with me so that I can like telework on days when I'm not here, but I'm going to keep like switching off with my wife. And this was the plan. This is all worked out. It's going to be phenomenal. Go to work Tuesday. And when I swap out with Sheena at the hospital on Tuesday, she's like, I'm feeling kind of congested. I'm starting to feel like kind of sick a little bit, and like my daughter has a compromised immune system, like definitely don't want sick people around her. So I was like, all right, well, go home. If you're not doing well tomorrow, we'll figure something else out. She goes home, she spikes a fever. She ends up having a fever for like multiple days. So she doesn't swap out with me on Wednesday. She doesn't swap out with me on Thursday. Like she's still fevering, right? So I stay there Tuesday night. I stay at the hospital Wednesday night. Thursday night, I'm still there because my wife's sick but getting better. And then, wouldn't you know it, like a historic snowstorm is barreling across the country, affecting like a third of the country and all of the South, including Oklahoma City, where I'm at. So yeah, like Friday's rolling in, and Sheena's still not better, so I'm still at the hospital. But I'm like, this snowstorm is hitting today, and the state is shutting down for 3 days. So then I was like, well, she can't travel. I was like, we can't. It's not safe for us to swap out at this point. So then I stay Saturday and Sunday as well. Monday, like Allie's like doing great. They have to like, just like monitor her for another day, and like schools are still shut down, like businesses are shut down because like the roads aren't clear. So at this point, I'm like, I've been here almost a week anyway. Like, what's one more day? So yeah. So I spent the last week at the hospital.
All right.
I left the building one time to go buy like snacks and ramen noodles right before like the snowstorm hit, just because in case the hospital food was not great, like we needed some backup options. And I was glad we did, because
was it cold? Was it cold outside when you on that one trip out of the hospital you took?
It was pretty chilly. It was pretty chilly. But I mean, I went from the covered parking garage in my car to a grocery store. So then like the 50 feet from like the parking lot to the front door, did my shopping, 50 feet back into like, it's fine. People complain about the cold.
What's it like being bald when it's cold outside?
It's awful.
Because I don't know. I've always had hair. So.
Oh wow, I'm sorry that you haven't had this life experience. Yeah.
Well,
it's cold. A large amount of your body heat escapes through the top of your head, and when there's no insulation with that hair, that lovely, gorgeous hair that you have so perfectly done in your dapper, you look like Jeff Bezos, if Jeff Bezos had hair and a mustache and a beard and glasses. I stole that quote.
I've heard that before. You're not the first person to tell me that.
It's weird. No, that's like, I always have to have a hat or beanie and that's the other thing, right? Is because when it's hot outside and sunny, I have to wear a hat to protect my head, or I have to do like sunscreen because otherwise I'll get like more skin cancer on my head than I already have.
Right.
And then when it's cold, you got to wear a hat, a beanie, something, because you got to keep that heat in. You got to keep, but yeah.
If you were to hypothetically dip your head in wax, some paraffin.
Wax, yes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Would that keep your head warm?
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, yeah.
I think so.
Just answer the question. Just answer the question.
I mean, I think it's something we could try in an upcoming episode.
Okay. All right. You heard it. You heard it here first. So next week's episode is going to be live on the scene with a big bowl of paraffin wax.
Yeah, I'll be in New York City reporting live with a from a candle store in Times Square.
In Times Square.
Very special episode in Times Square. Yeah, I don't know. It'd probably help against wind. But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm a sweaty guy. Like we're laying it all out here. Yeah, like if I'm working out, I sweat, and I feel like there would develop a layer of moisture because I don't think the wax would breathe very much.
So what you're saying is, like, in addition to the paraffin, we should build little vents into into the wax.
Sure. Yeah, but then at that point, like, why are we wasting our time?
Well, no, because, like, you know, if you think about it, like, I have a full head of hair. I mean, my widow's peak is getting a little. My widow's peak is getting really
exaggerated.
It's getting there. But you know, like, there are gaps in my hair where the wind goes through, right? It's not all warm all the time, right? So similarly for the paraffin helmet that we're gonna make you, if you have like little pinholes all throughout it, that'll help your scalp breathe, and then it'll also potentially keep you warm. Plus, you know, here's the thing. I read this the other day, is humans can't feel wetness. You do not feel wetness, right? What you feel is the evaporation of the wetness from your skin. So you can't tell if something's wet. You only know the evaporation. Something like that. I don't know. Look it up.
Humans don't feel wetness?
Yeah.
This
something
is
like that.
This is a mid-pod.
Is this Googleable?
Humans don't feel wet. According to the AI overview, thanks to Google Gemini, not a sponsor, the statement "humans can't feel wet" is largely true because we lack specific hydroreceptors, aka wetness sensors. Instead, our brain creates the sensation of wetness by interpreting combined signals from our thermoreceptors, which measure temperature, and this is a tough word, mechanoreceptors, which perceive touch or pressure. Often
mechanoreceptors.
All right. They're often associating coolness, pressure changes, and texture shifts with moisture, a process of learned sensory integration. This explains why cold water feels wetter, in quotes, and why some materials can trick us into feeling wet even without water. All right.
Huh.
What do you know? Dropping facts on the podcast, something we don't often do.
Yeah, we're going back to year one where we're like, what is this show about? We were tech,
technology
then
podcast.
we were science. So we're getting back into the science phase
I
of the
feel like
show.
the science phase of this podcast lasted like 3 episodes tops.
At most. I was like, psychology, and you're like, this is boring.
What are we doing?
Let's
talk about the economy, Brandon.
Interest rates.
Interest rates.
The federal share.
Okay, so you can't feel wetness, but snow is a thing. Snow in abundance has taken over much of the South. Do you miss it? do you miss snow? Because you live in sunny Los Angeles. You're like, when was like you haven't shoveled your driveway ever?
No, never.
No.
I've never shoveled my driveway ever. And I did live in Oklahoma. I lived in Arkansas. I lived in Colorado Springs. Never had to shovel my driveway or my um
In
like
any of those
walkway
places,
for my
I
house.
don't believe that.
Nope, never had to.
In
Never had to shovel.
Colorado?
Yep.
Did you have a
Yeah, man.
snowblower? Are you getting me on a technicality? What is happening?
No. The craziest thing about Colorado Springs, and I was there for 4 years, right? 3 4 years. Uh, when it snows there, that shit melts really quickly.
Hmm.
Surprisingly, in Colorado Springs. Now, like the Rockies are in the background, Pikes Peak. Yeah, that holds the snow, but like on the roads in Colorado Springs, I don't know why it just all melted so quickly. When we first moved there, the realtor was driving around with like the spiky tires, like the snow tires,
Yeah.
and it was like there was no snow on the ground, but it was like it was like grabbing the asphalt. He's like, yeah, let's put this on there for in case of snow, and we're not really supposed to do it on the asphalt if there's not snow. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess there's a lot of snow here. I should probably get a truck. And then I drove through the snow. I can count on like one hand how many times I ended up driving through snow, and it was very, very minimal. Yeah,
But
very surprising.
You were here in Oklahoma in like 2009.
Yeah, I was. I didn't shovel then because I didn't go to work.
You just closed your door and waited for it all to melt, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Actually, no. Maybe I did go to work and I got stuck in the snow, but I didn't shovel anything. I just drove.
That's
fair.
fair.
The roads were.
That's fair.
Clear.
Yeah, when I lived in Omaha, we got a lot of snow up there. It's one of the reasons I have little to no desire to move back there. Is just feet of snow. And the frequency was more often.
I do like the snow. It reminds me I need to talk to my friend Justin and Ed because we're probably gonna like split a cabin at Big Bear in February or March to go skiing, snowboarding, or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the snow, but I like it sparingly. One of the things I like about California is it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could drive a couple hours and be in the mountains and and go skiing. Like that's a possibility.
I don't want to be where it's cold all the time. I don't want to be where it's humid as shit all the time. I don't want to be in those places where it's both of those, depending on the season.
Wait a minute, that's where I live. Yeah, I like snow. I like to visit snow. I would prefer not to have to live amongst the snow. Snow I'll take 100 times over ice because ice is the worst. But yes. I was grateful that we actually got snow and not an ice storm. When my now 18-year-old was born, like the week she was born, we had a terrible ice storm. It was almost like an inch of accumulated ice on just every surface. Power lines were down like around the city. It was terrible. And like growing up in Southern California, I had never experienced anything like that before. So we just like stayed in the house with our newborn baby. We're just like, yeah, we're not going anywhere. Sheena will produce the food for our child and
for us.
For all of us. We'll all sustain ourselves on this natural gift of liquid nutrition. Yeah.
Those ice storms are they're very destructive, but just from a environmental standpoint, a nature standpoint, really, really cool to see. Like a blade of grass have ice surround it, like
Oh yeah,
from
like
on the ground. Like, oh, what the? Why does a blade of grass have a perfectly shaped ice shield on it?
yeah, like in the moment, like looking at this bush that has all these little leaves on it, and each one has like an ice cube stuck to it, like perfectly formed.
Yeah.
Looks really cool. And then you turn around and there's like 3 car accidents and power lines are all down and
Hmm.
weeping and gnashing of teeth and people are just like
Yeah.
it's but it
Call the
looks pretty.
ambulance.
It looks
Call the
pretty.
ambulance. My
But yeah.
father's dead.
But thankfully I'm leaving, a frozen cold place to go to an even colder place next week.
Oh, where are you going?
New York, concrete jungle where
Oh,
dreams are made of.
that's right. We kind of
Yeah,
talked
we
about
did
that.
talk about
Yeah.
it. We did. I'll have a full report when I get back.
I didn't realize you
Um,
were going. I thought it was just gonna be Allie.
yeah, it's her wish, but I guess she gets to take the whole family. It's funny how that works. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Why would she do that? It's her
It's
wish.
it's hers. we're just like,
Wait, did she wish for you guys to be there too?
it was. I don't know if she's given a choice. I wonder if the Make a Wish representatives could have been like, she's like, I wish my siblings weren't there, and they'd be like, well, she wished it. We're the genies. That's part of the gig.
We can't deny a wish.
They have rules like the genie and the Disney classic Aladdin. He's like, first, I can't kill anyone. I can't bring anyone back from the dead.
I mean, do you? I don't know what the Make a Wish reps say, like what their script is for making wishes. But I feels like one of the questions is like, do you feel safe with your family? Do you need to be alone? Do you need to do this wish on your own? Blink twice if yes.
I mean,
Blink
I don't
once if
think
no.
so. Like typically,
Yeah.
like medical professionals, do a lot of that. Like, do you feel safe at
Mhm.
home type stuff.
Yeah. You don't think
Yeah.
Make a Wish does that? You don't think Make a Wish?
I don't remember any of the meetings them being like
Okay.
blink twice if you
Well,
if
of
you
course you
feel-
wouldn't remember the meetings because you're not supposed to be in the room when they ask
That's
that
right.
question.
That's right. Well, if that's the case, good news. We're all going on the trip. So
Yeah.
so she didn't blink twice. But
You heard it. You heard
yeah.
it here, everybody. Make a Wish made sure that Travis and Sheena were not abusing their child.
Thanks. Yeah, support them. So they're a great organization.
Yeah, they are.
It is kind of weird because, and I think this is true in most families when you travel. Someone in the family is kind of the designated planner for vacation, right? They tend to be the person that looks ahead, figures out where you're gonna stay, maybe what activities you're gonna do, how you're gonna get around. Some of those things, right? Typically, and that
Typically.
that tends to be my role in the
Yeah.
family, right? Is I look up the hotel. Like Sheena is a great deal finder. She's really good. She's like, oh, I found really good deal on airline tickets or something like that, right? But in terms of like itinerary and things like that, that tends to be my job. I haven't done any of that for this trip. We're supposed to leave in less than a week. I know for a fact we have plane tickets, and
Okay.
they have booked a hotel for us.
Okay.
And I had to ask that just because I needed an address to put in my request to get time off from work of like where I was going to be. But yeah, like outside of that, I know why we're going. I know what show we're supposed to be seeing. I know some of the other things we're supposed to be doing, but like all of the other logistics, I don't really know. So
Okay.
it's
Does that
going to be
how-
interesting. Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Anxiety? Is there anxiety arising that you haven't done any planning?
I don't know that I'm anxious about it. I've definitely like done some Googling. I'm like, all right, well, let me pull up Google Maps. Let me look at where this hotel is. Let me look at where the theater is. I think we're gonna go to the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Oh.
So like, where is that in relation? I mean, obviously, taxis, Ubers, those are a way to get around. But are you having
Is
a
that
stroke?
is that? Yeah, a little bit because you said the Met. I'm like, and it's in New York. Is that why they call them the New York Mets?
I don't think so. Like, not
Okay. You,
they're not named after the museum. Maybe Metropolitan. It may be short for Metropolitan.
yeah, let me check it out. The New York Mets were named in 1961 as a short, catchy abbreviation of their corporate title, New York Metropolitan Baseball Club Inc. There you go.
There you
There you go.
go.
Good.
And then obviously, in similar format, the New York Knicks were named after their shortened corporate Knickerbockers affiliation. So
The New
yeah.
York Knickerbocker Basketball Club Inc.
Ink. But yeah. So like I thought about it this afternoon. I was like, how are we getting to the airport? Am I driving? Are they arranging transportation?
Hmm.
Am I
So there's
am I
there's
parking?
unknowns.
There's so many unknowns. But like we have had meetings with the organization and stuff like that. So like they give us like a purchase card where we can like charge things to it like within a certain, budget for her to be able to get things and food and stuff like that. And like I think the intent is for us to not be like out of pocket.
Yeah.
Unless there's extra things that we want to do that kind of are above and beyond. Like each of my other kids have things that they're like, if there's time, we would like to go to such and such place in New York.
Mm.
And my expectation is, like my daughter was just in the hospital for 2 weeks. She's not 100%. So there's probably going to be times where she's like, I want to take a rest. I want a nap. And if that's the case, like, all right, you guys go rest. One of us can take the other kids to go visit the what you call it, action
The
figure,
Met.
the Met, the Met. Go to
30
the action
Rock.
figure store that my son wants to go to, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wonder if
Go
there's
to
any Lorcana shops out there in New York.
maybe you can go see a showing of Jimmy Fallon.
I looked it up. You have to be 18 to attend a taping of the Tonight Show.
You're over 18.
Yeah, I'll just go. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sheena, watch the kids.
I'm going to watch Saturday Night Live, even though it's Tuesday afternoon.
It's Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, live from New York. It's Tuesday afternoon.
With Keenan.
He's the only one. He's the only one that signed on for the Tuesday afternoon time slot.
And it's just him like reading a newspaper, drinking coffee, not even doing comedy. He's just there.
He's literally just writing sketches for the Saturday show. And he's like, why? I don't know why they keep letting people into my office. And then there's just like a laugh track behind.
He gets up and like, hey everybody. What up with that? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be fun though. The New York trip.
We'll give a full recap. Full recap.
Have you've never been to New York?
For
or
about
New York City?
6 hours or so.
Okay.
Family took a road trip to a wedding in Connecticut. I decided to extend the road trip out. So we went Connecticut, spent a day, like an afternoon essentially, in New York City, where none of us had been there before. But so we had no idea really what to do or like how to get around. Like I basically drove my car, parked it in a parking lot, and then we just walked around the city, walked to like Central Park, walked to Times Square, ate Chick-fil-A, the classic food that you eat in New York City, Chick-fil-A.
The only place you can find it.
That's right. And then obviously we weren't there on a Sunday because, we had Chick-fil-A. And then, yeah, like walked down Broadway. Didn't go to any shows or anything because we just walked around and looked at stuff. Went in like the Nintendo store in Times Square and stuff like that. And my kids were younger. Like this was probably 5 years. It's probably longer than that. It's like 5 or 6 years. So like they were younger and they're interested in stuff, but it was raining the whole day, so like it's gonna be it's gonna be super cold when we go this time, but hopefully it's not like inclement weather. Just cold.
But yeah, and you're gonna be prepared when you go this time, right? Like you can't forecast the rain. You can't forecast the weather.
Well,
to know if it's gonna.
You can know if it's gonna rain, but certain times, like especially when you're going to a wedding, you're like,
I don't know if that's true.
The schedule is set. So anyway, we went. It'll be a different experience this time, especially with all my kids being a little bit older and able to appreciate it a little bit more.
When they come up with a way to forecast what kind of weather it's going to look like on a given day, 5 days, 10 days, maybe, call me back. Okay?
I will.
Hit me up, because I'd like to see your version of science fiction become a reality.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So you're going to Connecticut next week.
You're such an attentive listener. You listen so well. All right. Well, we talked a lot about my stuff, but what's been going on with you?
Sure.
What have you been doing in all your sport coats?
Sport coat. Let's see. Play a little bit of Baldur's Gate. The reason I hit you up on Saturday was because Dexter and I were going to play Baldur's Gate. He's like, you want to play Baldur's Gate? And just to be clear, after this podcast, going to go play Baldur's Gate with Dexter.
Good.
But so like that's what I originally hit you up for. Is like, let's see what he's up to.
I had a feeling that was the reason for because you mentioned Baldur's Gate in that conversation. I was like, man, like he wanted to play, and I'm not home. If I was stuck at home in the snow instead of stuck at the oh man, we've been grinding out them levels. We'd have been doing, I don't know,
killing
decision trees.
But what Dexter and I ended up for a long time on Saturday was looking at mods. So I'm on Xbox, and like usually games, you don't have mods for games on Xbox, right? So PC, yeah, you have mods for that all the time. I think PlayStation has some mods, but mods on Xbox is not a regular occurrence. And so we were looking at Baldur's Gate, and like, oh, they do have mods. So Dexter and I were just exploring the mods, and then like there's a bunch of different like characters, classes, races. The game, you only go up to level 10, I think, or something like that, or
Sure.
5th, I don't know, something like that. But it, like there's a mod to make you go up to level 20. There's a mod to like make your experience gain faster. The like infinite lock picks, those types of things. Um,
And
and
how do you get these? Like, is this in like the Xbox like storefront or like?
it's on the when you log into Baldur's Gate, when you turn the game on, it's main menu, continue, load, blah blah blah, mod manager,
Oh,
and
it's
you go in
built
there and you
into the game itself.
yeah
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think it like uses like mod.io on the back end.
Okay.
But yeah, there's just a shit ton of mods for it, and so um, after we did that, we started a new campaign with new with new characters. I'm using like a mind weaver, something like that, and it's very like it dual wields long swords, and one sword does force damage and the other does psychic damage. Um, and like the whole idea is that like you're a close up spellcaster, but using swords. So like there's cantrips that make you more powerful and stuff like that. Dexter is a modified necromancer class, so it's like a necromancer with additional abilities. And so what's really cool, and we know this about playing D&D, when you have like a bunch of your ads, your like I summon another bear, let me summon 6 wolves. As a DM, you're like, fuck, I have to move all of these things like individually, and
I have to
uh
account for all these different turns and like yeah.
yeah, yeah. So this necromancer that Dexter has, like, it can create like claws and zombies and stuff like that. But when it becomes his turn, he just does his like spells or his attacks, and then the undead do their own thing. They he doesn't have to manage it. So
Oh,
that's really helpful. So sometimes we're like, go the other way, Anthony.
okay.
Because it's a
those
little zombie hand.
those
Uh,
those undead, they just can't, can't
no, the
can't keep
harpy's
them in.
over there. Han
It's like
Solo, come on, man.
chasing a bird or something like.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
That's
so
cool. Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. So we doing that. And then there's like another mod where like you can just have like legendary. You could like pick a bunch of legendary weapons and stuff like that. So we've beaten the game before. We're just kind of like going through it to have fun. Like
Yeah.
his necromancer is overpowered. My guy can be overpowered, but so I told him like you can have all your ads. I'm gonna use legendary weapons and armor. Since
There you
so
go.
so and we have to turn the difficulty up to hardest. That's the other thing we have to do.
just to kind of even it out, so you're not like just slaying everything in the starting area, just like as you
That
walk through it. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
that's fair.
There was one mod like multiplies your XP by 1,000. Um, and it's more for debugging. So like as you're testing out mods, you want to test out your classes and stuff like that. Like set the XP to 1,000. So he's like in the starting area, kills one thing, and it's like grr, 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 level 5. So
Jeez.
not gonna do that, but
Yeah.
I thought that's fun.
All right. Well, it's good to know that existed because I have the game. I'm eager to play it. I'm eager to finish it because I didn't finish it on my computer. My computer ceased to be sufficient in supporting the game. But yeah, I do want to play it. Maybe I'll throw some mods in potentially. I was really hoping, because I talked about this device a few episodes ago, the backbone, the controller that I got that clips onto my phone and
Yeah.
allows you to play PlayStation away from the PlayStation. It relies on the remote play feature of the PS5. I'm convinced they've done something in the hospital Wi-Fi to set up some sort of, you know, what's why can't I think of the word?
Firewall,
Firewall. Thank you.
port blocking.
Yeah, something that does not allow me to connect to my PlayStation on their Wi-Fi. I honestly think they have something set up, and I'm not like a networks guy by any means, but like I feel like it doesn't like VPNs that much. They have something set up that it's like if you're using a VPN on our network or something, it has some issues or something. But yeah, and I if I had been able to play Baldur's Gate at the at the hospital, man, the hours I would have killed. But alas, that was not the case. So I had to play some like on device Ninja Turtles dungeon crawler game.
Yeah, like the rogue like Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah, where you just keep doing runs and trying to level up your character as you go.
Yeah, like Splintered Fate, is that one? Is that
something like that? I don't know. Splinter gets pulled into another dimension or something. And
yeah, Splintered Fate. Yeah, it's an enjoyable experience, but
I mean, it was fine.
it's not.
It was fine.
It's no Baldur's Gate.
It's no Baldur's Gate, and it's no game that I am kind of looking forward to at the end of the year. Have you seen anything that's come out about the new Fable game that's coming out? Have you seen any news on this?
No, is that the one with the Patriots and the Rams? No, it's definitely not the Rams. The Seahawks.
That's called the Super Bowl.
Oh,
and I don't want to talk about
it. But we
Patriots
we
fan.
should talk. Fucking Patriots fans. So obnoxious. Bunch of bandwagoners.
Frequent listener of this podcast, Sam, who talks to me about it at work, he is a Patriots fan, and he keeps sending me Patriots memes that are like about how long the Patriots have had to suffer since their last Super Bowl. And it's usually like SpongeBob clips of like them going over like a little hill and like, and then everything's fine. Or like getting locked up in jail for like 2 seconds and then everything's fine. Yeah. Not the case for my team. However, we did just get a new hire on the Chargers.
Yeah, you did.
Pretty excited.
Yeah, you did. That's why I'm wearing this jacket.
Is that why you're dressed up? Because you're the offensive coordinator now for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, good old Mike McDaniel. I'm like, okay, now before I had like a passing reason to root for the Chargers. Now I have a legitimate reason to root for them, courtesy of Mike McDaniel.
Well, good.
So
now we've got one person in LA that will actually root for the Chargers. So that's good.
I think he's going to do a good job there. I think I think you're good. A better head. I think he'll be a better head coach when he spends some time as an offensive coordinator. He was a good head coach. He jumped into a leadership position maybe a little bit too early, and I think us being leaders here in this podcast, sometimes jumping straight into a leadership position is not the best way to be a leader. Sometimes you need that reflection to be like backing off of it, like, okay, I know how I'd handle this different now that you're not in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, you look back at his start with the Dolphins, and like there was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of like really effective play calling, and unfortunately, like Tua kept getting hurt, and like it kind of backfired, right? But like they had a pretty explosive offense like on that team for a while when they had the right people in place. If the Chargers can keep their offensive line like healthy and effective, because I think we like Herbert was the most pressured quarterback in the NFL this year or something. Like he had the most times pressured or whatever. But yeah, I think partnering McDaniel up with Herbert and seeing what can happen there will be very interesting. And most likely means we will continue to get bounced out of the playoffs in the first round, which is, what I've grown accustomed to. So
at least
no.
you go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right. So Fable. Speaking of
Fable.
ever making the playoffs.
Did you play Fable in any of its iterations back in the old Xbox days, or
I played the original Fable. I think I played Fable 2. And I wanted to play the other Fables, and I never did. I liked the idea of starting small and then gaining renown, whether good or bad. That concept was always fun and interesting to me.
I still don't know that the game or any version of the game has ever fully lived up to the initial promise of what one of these games would be. But some more information has come out about this new 2026 version of Fable, and I am very intrigued. I like the idea of an open world, like responsive, fantasy type game where I think there's like 1,000 NPCs that all have individual like characteristics. I think I saw somewhere that they all have like a life basically, where they get up, they go to work, or they go do their thing, they go have a meal, they go to bed, and you could pick literally any NPC in the game and follow them around, and they would go and live their own life, right? And so the morale, or not the morale, but the morality system is not as good and evil, black and white, as the earlier Fable games, right? Where you're just like you would actually like physically start to look like evil if you made evil choices and stuff like that. Now the morality is subjective, and different characters respond to you differently based on the choices that you've made. So if you're known for earning a lot of money and buying up property in the town and then evicting people and kicking them out on the street, like some characters may look at you as like an overbearing landlord that's, but others may be like, oh, you're a savvy business person, or you're, and so then there's like, there's different levels to it, and there's different interpretations, and you may appeal to a certain group because of the things you do, while that may kind of make it harder for you to associate with others and things like that. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I want to look more at it. We still have a while before the game is scheduled to release. It doesn't, I don't think, have an official release date. It just says Q3/Q4 of 2026. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been intrigued by the attempts at this type of game, and I'm hopeful that the team that's putting it together now can put some out that would be fun to play and experience.
Yeah. GTA 6 will be out this year.
It's gonna be huge.
Gonna be huge. I'm probably won't buy it until I know for sure that Grand Theft Auto Online will be released. Grand Theft Auto 6 Online. Because I don't know. Have you ever beaten a Grand Theft Auto game?
No.
Yep.
No. I don't think I played GTA 5 like much at all.
Okay.
And so and again, that was because I kind of went away from consoles for a long time.
Yeah,
and like I could have played it on a PC, I'm sure, but I got more into some PC gaming, and it just wasn't I don't know, I never really got into it. And so the idea of GTA 6, it's intriguing. It's like, okay, that could be fun, especially if there's an online element and there's a lot of people playing at the same time. Then you can kind of, group up with folks and
Yeah.
go, tear up the town or whatever.
I in my long history of nonconformity,
He says in his blazer.
So I played Grand Theft Auto 1 and then Grand Theft Auto 2. In those Grand Theft Autos were like, actually I don't even I played like a demo, right? Where you like go to PC Gamer and it would come with like a demo disc.
Sure.
And so I play Grand Theft Auto the demo all the time, and it's just so fun just drive it like, and it was a top down view of the city. So you'd be driving and like your car is like basically a little square, and like you
Yeah.
get out and your little guy goes so that was what Grand Theft Auto was to me. And then Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, and then that was like the third person in the city, and I was like, oh, this is betraying the type of. I had the same thought with like Fallout, right? Fallout 3,
Okay.
New Vegas. Like, no, this was supposed to be an isometric game. Now you're changing up the whole style. Like, okay, look, I'm an asshole and it's stupid. I don't know why I ever felt like those things. I know, Trav. I know. Sorry. But like for some reason, like I skipped a lot of the Grand Theft Autos. I didn't care about Vice City, skipped that, and then Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, and I was like, okay, I'll start playing it again. I played a little bit, I didn't beat that. Then Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, and I'm like, all right. I started playing a little bit of the story, and then I was like, nah, I just want to play online and shoot Matt. And really, that's all I do in Grand Theft Auto is I go online and like get my business and do all these things. Just get online with friends, go
Yeah.
steal planes, go attack each other, like fly a C-130 into, like Matt and I have battles where we're just like trying to hit each other but not crash. Like whoever can survive the head to head airplane crash,
I mean,
those
but
types of things.
that's the cool thing about like an open world multiplayer game like that, where it is like, yeah, let's go steal a couple planes and then just goof off and try to,
Yeah.
like there's the flexibility in that, right? And so,
And
yeah,
and meanwhile, like other people are like trying to like deliver drugs. Other people are like, oh, you know what? I wanna drive people around the city in a taxi. I don't know. I want to taxi it up. Some people are just like in the club, just doing dance animations, listening to music, which are all things I've done in that game. So Grand Theft Auto 6, I am excited to see what they actually do with that when it comes out. Rockstar is they're good with their games, so
yeah,
um,
yeah.
I trust them. It's one of those things where you want a game to come out sooner, but also if you know it's going to be good, I will wait with anticipation.
So will you
Um,
wait into the 2030s for a Fallout 5?
yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm still alive.
Ooh, all right, that took a turn.
Hey,
Uh,
well, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna
that's true.
right now.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's fair. We don't know. We don't know. But the fact that Bethesda has said yes, they're developing a Fallout 5, I'm very excited about. It'll probably be on a PlayStation 6 or something, or
Yeah.
But I think like hundreds of hours of gameplay they have planned for that, and
I think
I don't know.
I
That'd
think
be fun.
I think they said something about the show being tied into like there's some because the show is canon supposedly.
Okay.
Um and so something from Fallout 5 should be tied to the show in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
says
know
the
if I
game
don't know if I read that.
will likely stay within the U.S., potentially tying into the timeline of the Amazon TV series, with
Mm.
speculation pointing to locations like New Orleans or the Midwest, which works. So
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That works.
yay video games. Yay the distraction of video games.
Cyberpunk 2077 Part 2 or whatever that's going to be. That'll be the one that I look forward to. That's one of those games where, you know, they CD Project Red or whatever it is, they developed The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk. That was a game that should have waited longer. But for this, that, or the other reason, they rushed it out, and that really damaged them at the up front. And then their major patch came out, and then their DLC, and that game is amazing. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky is another one. Like, you talk about Fable, that's what it actually reminded me of. They had these grand ideas for No Man's Sky, and they're like, this is what it's going to be when it comes out, and it wasn't like that. It didn't live up to that expectation. But then you fast forward a couple years with all the different patches, all the content that they're releasing, it is now to the point where it has met those expectations. And
I think that's the hard thing with a lot of these, AAA titles from big studios and things like that, is there's an expectation to get the game out, especially like whether that pressure comes from, the players, if it comes from the studio itself, like get the game out so we can start selling it and make this money back, right? But like, there's that pressure to get it out fast doesn't necessarily allow you to get the quality of the product that you need. So games and studios that are willing to take the time to continue to invest in the game and keep making it better, like eventually a lot of them get to that point where the game is what they always wanted it to be. But all of that publicity and hype and marketing is already like years in the past. So then it's like, oh yeah, no, I tried that game when it came out and it was crap. I didn't play it. And so then it's like, it's almost like you have this benefit to be a late adopter on certain games. And like, oh, I'll play this in like a year and a half once they've ironed out all the bugs and done 3 updates to it. And
that's like the whole thing with like early access on Steam, right? Like you're essentially alpha testing these games for developers.
Yeah.
You're paying for the game, and then you're testing the game for them. And I waffle back and forth on how I feel about that. Like on one hand, I'm like, don't you pay? I'm not going to pay for a game that's incomplete.
Yeah. I want to pay for a finished product.
Yeah. On the other, these are I support the indie developers, the smaller developers. That like supporting them during early access helps them get to that finish line.
Yeah.
And get to that game that you want to see and that you want to play. I think of it like with Kickstarters or like GoFundMe's, with people who have money, who have connections, they have ways to raise money, and they still put out a Kickstarter and they're like, hey, help us get this thing. That's when I'm kind of like, no, I don't want to support you. But I mentioned the demo disc for PC Gamer with Grand Theft Auto. That used to be the way to kind of like, hey, check out this game, but also, is there any bugs in there?
Yeah, let us know if you have any issues.
There's a means of testing in that way too. Anyway,
crazy stuff.
Stuff.
Well, I mean, we've been chatting for about an hour. Anything else you want to cover before we get out of here?
I'm working on my garage still.
Okay.
And my friend Jeff gave me a dartboard before Christmas.
Okay.
And now that my garage is somewhat cleaned up, I put the dartboard up on the wall.
All right.
And
So you can start putting
it's,
holes in all that drywall that you put up.
well, it's an electronic dartboard.
Okay.
Um, and so it opens up, and you press the button, and you got the all the plastic darts. I bought new darts actually for it because the darts that come with it are not that high a quality. So I bought some new ones.
You are a man of
Yeah.
taste and quality, as shown by your jacket.
Yeah, and so just Dexter and I playing some darts. Chelsea is not. She played with us a couple times. She's really nervous about playing darts because she's like, I suck at this, and I don't want to. I don't want people to play with me and watch me suck at this. Like, no, we're all learning. Like, we're all learning. Like, yeah, but I don't want, like, I suck. I don't want you to see me suck.
Yeah.
At darts.
So all day while you're at work, she's just in the garage.
That
with
is
with like 80s like energy music, like just like like movie theme tracks. It's like take
Yeah.
it to the limit, and she's just
Yeah.
just throwing
Bonnie
darts.
Tyler. We need a hero.
She's got like a sweatband on, and there's like a fan blowing. She's
Yeah.
like, like I just picture like an 80s like montage of just like
Yeah.
her getting really good at darts while you're not there.
And she came in second place in this 3-player game. Of course, I was first place, but she came in second place. It was close. It was close. She beat Dexter. So, like, so that's fun. It's nice to have that little like place for us to hang out in that garage and like spend some family time doing stuff that's not in front of the TV. It was just
that's what I'm talking about.
all in all, it's kind of a cool experience to have the garage be clean, where it can start being an entertainment place or like a hangout place.
Super cool. Can't wait to see it. Come over and hang out and play darts sometime.
And it's clean enough to where I'm like, you know what? I thought about this the other day. I'm like, when people come over, like we can put a cot and stuff in there, and like people can stay in there if they need to. There's a space to stay.
Look at
good.
you making moves, making new space.
Yeah,
it's good
that's
stuff.
Business,
Mr. Business,
business time,
President Business.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
yeah. Let's call it there. Let's.
Yes, sir.
This may be our only episode for the next 2 weeks because unless we move some things around, we'll figure things out. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button. You can subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what video games you're looking forward to coming up later this year. And then, yeah, if you're an audio listener, we love you too. You can always, rate, review, 5 stars, helps the show get discovered by more folks. Yeah, or just share it on your favorite social media platform. It's always nice as well. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this week. Until next time, I'm Travis.
And I'm Brandon. Thank you for listening, friends.
Bye.
Friends.
Friends.